All right, so once again, we see this. We have to isolate the absolute value, not the x's, the absolute values, right? Now, another common mistake we see on this one is this, and pretty much if I see this on the exam, because in the past exams, they've had problems like this one on it, okay? But if I see this on the exam, you get -5, I pretty much have to take all the points away, because it's out of order, right?
Yeah.
You can't combine those two. They're not even like terms, and you may just be missing that there is a multiplication between the two and the absolute value right there. Again, I would avoid this. I mean, you could technically do it in this problem, but I would avoid it, okay? We don't want to see distribution into absolute values, so don't do that either, please. But what we do want right now is to isolate that absolute value, so I want to get rid of that -7 by adding 7 to both sides. So that zeroes that out. Still got that to +2 times the absolute value. What do we get? 19 plus 7 is 26 there. And now I will divide both sides by 2. So this goes back to that little trick we saw where instead of distributing, like this one, we shouldn't distribute, I should say. So to get rid of this 2 times the absolute value, just divide both sides by 2, okay? And that makes that a phantom 1. So I'm now left with the absolute value of 5x minus 3 equals 26 divided by 2, 13. Yeah, I think that makes it a little bit easier. I hope it does. And now I'm going to split this up, okay? So if I could make 5x minus 3, if I could just make it equal 13, that would be true. But if I could make 5x minus 3, if I could just make it -13 as well, that would still be true. It'll still give us a true statement right there. All right, so let's do, I'll do the one on the left here first. So, add 3 to both sides. So that's going to zero that out. So 16, 5x equals 16. Sorry, that's kind of small here at the end. But then divide both sides by 5. Now there's a fraction, and that's okay. X can equal a fraction, 16/5. Looks like. And then the one on the right, same thing. Add 3 to both sides, just like we did before. But yeah, it's going to change it a little bit. Now my 5x equals -10. Then divide both sides by 5 makes x equal -2 right there, okay? And again, even though we got a fraction, even though we got a decimal, that's not a problem. We see now that x could equal 16/5, but also -2. That's good.